confirmed. Hamas number 2, Deif, was killed after days of suspense. Remember, this in fact, information comes in soon after the killing of Hamas number 1 leader Ismail Haniyeh yesterday in one of the targeted killings. That was the biggest targeted killing, in fact, conducted by the IDF so far. We're now learning that number 2 of Hamas, Deif, has also been killed. The Hamas military chief, another one after Ismail Haniyeh, now has been declared dead by the IDF. Remember, the Israeli intelligence agencies have been maintaining a very strong intel collection input as far as Tehran, even Hodeidah, Beirut, all these areas in West Asia are concerned, all these cities, they are under heavy Israeli intelligence collection, and right now we are learning that number 2 of the Hamas military chief, who is Deif, has been killed at the moment. This comes just a day after Ismail Haniyeh was killed, and is only going to perhaps lead to a wider conflict, which seems to be escalating by the day, because remember, Ismail Haniyeh was killed when the new president of Iran was being sworn in, and now the number 2 within Hamas has also been shot dead. He is also known to be one of the masterminds behind the October 7 Hamas attack on Israel. And remember, the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has already sworn and vowed to destroy Hamas completely. But is this going to lead to the end of Hamas? Because Iran has already vowed revenge. Let's quickly go across to Siddhant. Siddhant, what are you learning of this entire operation? Has the IDF given any official responsibility for this?
Absolutely, Akanksha. In fact, this particular elimination has been confirmed by IDF. In fact, they have made this confirmation public. This is perhaps a big achievement for Israel, the country which has taken a vow to end the senior leadership, to eliminate the senior leadership of Hamas. And the number 2 of Hamas, Mohammed Deif, has been eliminated by Israel. So we can confirm this for our viewers at this point in time. In fact, Akanksha, as far as Ismail Haniyeh's killing is concerned, yesterday morning, Israel is not taking credit or a responsibility of that. All they have to say is that Ismail Haniyeh was threat to the people of Israel, and he is dead. So they don't have anything official to say on that. But as far as this particular elimination is concerned, it was done by Israel Defense Forces, and the number 2 of Hamas has been eliminated. So perhaps
I'd like to deep dive into how this has been yet another precision killing by the IDF. But before I do that, important to also highlight the role of Mohammed Deif and why he's labeled as number 2 in Hamas, especially when it comes to the attack on Israel on October 7. Siddhant, if you could share the role that Mohammed Deif had played in the October 7 attacks.
Yes, Akanksha, that's right. So, Mohammed Deif was an on-ground commander of Hamas. He was operating from Gaza, and he is number 2 after Yahya Sinwar. And in fact, he is one of the most wanted that Israel was looking for since the war broke out in the Middle East. So it's a big achievement for Israeli forces. But perhaps, Akanksha, we are also looking at a possibility of conflict getting wider and wider with this each passing killing and elimination that is being carried out by...
Which is why, Siddhant, I want to ask you quickly about all the global reactions that have come in soon after Ismail Haniyeh was destroyed. What are you learning in terms of the wider reactions coming in from various Middle Eastern nations, whether it is Turkey or even Qatar?
Well, Kansha, yesterday this issue was taken up by United Nations Security Council. Japan had a very neutral view. Britain had a very neutral view to it. Israel and Iran had a very strong view. In fact, Iran went on to ask Security Council to impose sanctions on Israel. United States had called on the council to ask Iran not to push its proxy so that this conflict could get even wider. As far as Turkey's position is concerned, it's very clear. President Erdogan himself has threatened Israel of invasion. Qatar has perhaps, which is seen as a negotiator as far as the peace deal is concerned, has perhaps taken a dig at Israel, indirectly blamed Israel yesterday in a release, and perhaps the statement that has come from Al Thani, the Prime Minister of Qatar, saying that if one negotiator will kill the other, how can we will be able to resolve this issue? So, the kind of reactions that we are getting since last 24 hours will perhaps shape the future of Middle East. But at this point in time, one thing is for sure, that Iran is going to retaliate. When and how is something that Iranian side has to confirm.
I also want to know from you how this could in fact impact the ongoing ceasefire negotiations, the overall impact on the war as well. Could you give us a sense of what is the way forward, apart from the fact that ceasefire talks might of course be taking time, but what is going to be the future of Hamas look like, because everybody is talking about how the Shura Council within Hamas can't really elect somebody just yet because they are very much under the scanner. The big question is this the end of Hamas?
Absolutely. Look, the kind of leadership that Hamas has managed to produce in last 10 years is slowly and gradually coming to an end. Person after person either getting eliminated or being killed in precision targeted killing by deep state, or maybe some agents being hired by Israel. So, it is a challenging, times for Hamas, that how are they going to sustain and also to offer resistance as far as this entire war is concerned. And remember, the release of hostage is the top priority for the government of Israel. The entire deal, the fulcrum of this entire peace deal depends on how and when the Hamas will release the hostage. And as far as the talks are concerned, Akanksha, in the initial days, they were transparent. Everything used to be shared with the media.
Sure.
But these times, given the sensitivity of the negotiations that are going on, less details are in public domain. Hamas has agreed for the peace talks, if I go by what the media is reporting in Gulf. But Israel had some issues. And it was America was also very much in favor of the peace getting prevailed in the Middle East. But now it looks like that ongoing discussion of negotiation will get paused for a while.
What stands out right now is the intelligence collection and the precision strikes being conducted by the IDF, of course, intel collecting capabilities of the Mossad, because remember, as we've also, all the communication we've been having with the former IDF spokespersons, have only gone on to highlight how they continue to operate over Beirut.
Thank you for watching CNBC TV 18. For all the latest news and updates, do follow us on our social media platforms.